Nurse claims hospital was under immense stress dealing with a mass stabbing when father was denied entry to mental health ward, just days before murdering his 5-year-old son. The hospital, which reportedly turned away a father who asked for help 2 days before he allegedly murdered his 5-year-old son, was under immense stress dealing with a stabbing incident at the time, a nurse claims. The 36-year-old father, who has not been identified, was charged with the stabbing murder of the boy at a Carlingford home in Sydney's northwest on Friday morning. According to sources close to the family, the man unsuccessfully tried to get medical help up to 4 times in the week leading up to the alleged stabbing. He was reportedly turned away from the mental health unit at a Northern Sydney mental health centre because there weren't enough beds. "I can tell you that there were just no beds and no staff to care for him," a mental health nurse at the hospital told the Daily Telegraph. It's understood the father tried voluntarily checking himself in on Wednesday, the same day 4 people were stabbed at a birthday party in Asquith. On Wednesday last week, the whole hospital was a shambles. "We had the Asquith stabbing incident with patients admitted, which resulted in an increased security presence in the mental health unit and the emergency department running over capacity," the nurse told the Daily Telegraph. A close family friend told 9 News it was not the first time the father had tried seeking help prior to the alleged murder. The source claimed the man had tried to seek help 4 times during the week, but was turned away or given increased medicine dosages in every instance. "He is a product of a broken system and we have to live with the pain for the rest of our lives," the source said. A Northern Sydney local health district spokeswoman said police were investigating with a report being prepared for the coroner. The spokeswoman also denied the allegations that beds in the Northern Sydney mental health facility were closed, Daily Telegraph reported. The father was charged with murder early on Friday morning. The boy's grandmother frantically rushed the child about 400 meters away from the home before calling 000, but the child died shortly after arriving at hospital. The accused faced Parramatta bail court a day later via video link from Amber Laurel Correctional Centre, where it was heard the man's family tried to find him help days before the alleged attack. When the father appeared through video link, he seemed confused, asking, "Where am I?" Just 24 hours earlier, the man's sweet boy was being driven away from the house by his 60-year-old grandmother in a desperate attempt to save his life. Neighbors told Daily Mail Australia the dad cared for that boy very much, while witnesses described the grandmother's brave attempt to get her beloved relative to safety. Another neighbor, Hank, said, "He was a very sweet little boy." The relationship between the father and son was a doting relationship. He ran to his father when he wanted help. New South Wales Police Superintendent Rob Critchlow was full of praise for the grandmother's heroism yesterday, but despite her best efforts, there was nothing more she could have done. Superintendent Critchlow described the level of violence as horrendous as investigations were still in the early stages. "The fact a young boy, 5 years of age, has died from being injured in his home, it's probably about as bad as it gets," he said at the crime scene Friday. The schoolboy was rushed to Westmead Children's Hospital but could not be saved. The youngster's mother visited the hospital, however it is unknown where she was at the time of the alleged stabbing. The 36-year-old father is expected to appear next in court on July 30.